Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Gray here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be talking about something a little more controversial, and I just want to say before all this gets started, I mean no hard feelings. I'm just sharing my opinion here, and I'm not trying to bash anyone or call anyone out. I'm just saying my thoughts and opinions. Have you ever gotten like a DM on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, and it's this random person who you don't know, or maybe you do know, they're like a friend of a friend of a friend, you went to school together or something, and they're DMing you, asking you if you want to buy a product or service, and they keep asking, and it gets to the point where you just kind of, you buy it, just so they'll go away, but they don't go away, right? They message you asking you if you know anyone. They don't care if you like the product or service, they're just kind of asking, do you know anyone else that might want to be into this, or hey, do you want to sell this? Do you want to join us for a small fee and possibly try to sell this? Or maybe that wasn't your situation at all. Maybe you were desperate for cash, or you felt you should be making more money than you are, and you're looking for some kind of venture or something new that you can aspire towards. You see these people on Instagram or in you just meet people, and they kind of talk about how they make passive income, whatever that means, by, you know, they work from their phone, they work anywhere, they can do anything, they work 10 hours a week, and they make money while they sleep. And you kind of think about this and you're like, I want those results. Why aren't more people doing this? And you kind of feel like you found the secret formula. Now, this video is called My Problem with MLMs as an Actual Entrepreneur because, well, okay, I'll give you an example. My best example is probably Herbalife. Or in other words, it's a successful MLM scam. Now, I just want to get in front of this while I can, and I mentioned it earlier in the video, but Herbalife is a pyramid scheme. And if you're in Herbalife and you disagree with me, that's okay. I'm not here to bash anyone, and I'm not here to assume your character or anything. I'm just sharing my point of view and my insight on what I believe. My goal here is to explain the business side of the discussion and my own views, nothing more. So before I start, let's get a few definitions straight. What is a pyramid scheme?
A pyramid scheme is a fraudulent system of making money based on recruiting an ever-increasing number of investors. The initial promoters recruit investors, who in turn recruit more investors, and so on. The scheme is called a pyramid because at each level, the number of investors increases.
Okay, but what is an MLM?
Multi-level marketing, the practice of selling goods and services on behalf of a company in a system whereby participants receive a commission on their sales as well as the sales of any participants they recruit.
Now that we've talked about those definitions, we can talk about how that applies to a company like Herbalife. Now, as I was researching this, I'll leave all my resources and everything down below in the description. You guys can check that out. But I found some things, and there's a few rebuttals that I've heard from people as I've talked about this, and I'll say a few of them. There are a few claims like recruiting isn't a fundamental part of Herbalife. It's about the product. It's about helping people. It's about building better lifestyles, building healthier lifestyles. Not really. Recruiting is a huge part of Herbalife. It's actually Herbalife. That is what it is it's a recruiting organization.
Today, what are we? Today, we're recruiting. We're still a recruiting company, and we've got to never not be this. We always want to be a recruiting company in here. So don't think for 1 second that I'm leading you down a road that says, oh, recruiting's not a big part of our company. Recruiting is the fundamental part of the growth of this company, is recruiting new distributors.
Most of the people there don't actually make money off of Herbalife. They don't even make money off of the products or goods. They make money off of recruiting more people into this. About 90% of people that join Herbalife, first-year distributors, will quit within the first year. Now, okay, I've heard another argument. How can Herbalife be a pyramid scheme if it's been around for so long? Wouldn't it have been dismantled by now? Or something along those lines? I mean, not necessarily. Pyramid schemes only die when they run out of people to sell to. If there's still people to sell to, they'll keep going. Herbalife is huge, and I'll give them this, they're actually quite smart. Herbalife has huge reach, and they use money, and it pushes them to even further markets and new areas of the world. Now, I just want to make a quick side note. I'm not saying that Herbalife doesn't make a good product. Personally, I don't care. Their product I don't really like it, but it's all right. It tastes kind of meh. But that's besides the point. My issue is not with necessarily their product, it's the way that they distribute it. You have people profiting off of others' misuse of money, while the individuals are only looking for, let's say, extra income. Another rebuttal I hear is, but Herbalife has a real product. You're thinking of a Ponzi scheme. They're confused a lot of the time, but a pyramid scheme does use products. The Ponzi schemes don't. The product is typically an overpriced commodity, and it's important to business opportunity, but the product itself exists. My point here is that yes, there's a product, but it's protein powder and energy drinks. There are thousands, hundreds and thousands of products like that. Companies like this that make protein powder and energy drinks and shakes and teas, and they're not exclusive. I do have a I have a tangent, is that Herbalife distributors, people that buy the memberships and sell the products and that recruit people, they consider themselves business owners. Again, I'm not attacking your character here, I'm just saying you're not a business owner. Maybe on paper it might say you are, but you're not. You're a glorified salesperson. Now look, I get it. You want to own a business, you want to contribute. Think about what you do critically. Take away the feelings, take away the investment. You sell one product to other people for one company. You're a salesperson, not a business owner. Now, you might be saying, well, I have employees, I have people that work for me. They're salespeople too. They just sell. They're not employees, you just pay them to sell more of your product, and it's one product. Name any other business where you sell one product from one company and it's a business and not sales. Have you ever found it odd that Herbalife won't let you sell anything else? Like if you think about it, you're not allowed to sell anything else in your store or your club. You can't have drive-through. Why? It's weird to buy a product from a company that limits the ability to sell it. It also takes most of your profit too. Herbalife is extreme with how many profits it takes from selling the product. But at the end of the day, they're more about recruiting and not a product. Now, I said a statistic earlier, and you might be thinking, if you're in this, 90% of new Herbalife distributors drop out in the first year, and you might think, well, I'm in a competitive industry, and maybe some people can't handle it. They can't handle the competition. Now, you're in a scam that's hurting people. Successful businesses have many criteria to determine if it's successful or not, but one way to determine that is if they add exclusive value to the world. If they're adding something, contributing something that you can't necessarily get somewhere else. Yeah, you might have, food. You can get food anywhere, but it's different there. And it's something that they created and made. And they get it from different places. They try different sources, different types of food. They have different locations. You can't always replicate that somewhere else. If you have a product, you have an exclusive formula that no one else can sell. And that's what makes your business successful, is that no one can replicate it easily or ever. But with Herbalife, you have thousands of people selling identical product, calling it business. It's not. So at the end of the day, my problem with MLMs is that they prey on the desperate, whether it's desperate for a healthy life, or money, or financial situation for them or their families, or anything, really. MLMs and pyramid schemes prey on those looking for a better life by promising something they can't deliver. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, leave a like down below. If you disagree with me, leave it in the comments down below. I want to keep all this civil and well respected. I respect all of you, and I just want to say I appreciate everyone for watching this video. Yeah, that's gonna be it. If you guys want to check out my resources or anything that I use to get some information for this video, it's gonna be linked down below. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Adios.